Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the PlayStation sale that is only up for a limited time, so I would 110% recommend getting in on this while you can. Before we begin, if you're new here, then I would really appreciate it if you did click the old subscribe button down below. That would be awesome, and the like button too if you're feeling extra charitable. And if you're super generous as well, by the way, if you could leave a comment down below just to let me know what you're thinking, that would be awesome. If you are returning, by the way, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. It is awesome to have you back. Let's get on with the show. The Days of Play sale is here, and I have to admit that Sony is not disappointing. There are a few huge deals that I would suggest that you get in on while you 110% can. Okay, I'm gonna say this though, it is not like some of these games haven't been discounted before. The ones that I'm gonna show you. In fact, the first one that I'm gonna mention in Australia at least was $5 cheaper at Christmas time, and you know, that was in store, whatever. JB Hi-Fi, definitely my home away from home. And I'm not afraid to shamelessly promote that store for no apparent reason at all, because they're not going to pay me for this, let's be honest. Anyways, without wasting your time, here are a few games that you might want to grab, while these Days of Play sale is here. First, I want to recommend Marvel's Spider-Man, which I did say was $5 cheaper, but at the moment it seems like it's $25 here in Australia. And I'll admit that I haven't finished this game just yet, but the little portion that I did play of this was intense and exciting, and honestly, it was enough to make me want to play more. Like, I was really I wouldn't say that I was gripped, but I wanted to see just how far down the rabbit hole this game could take me, or down to, into the spider's web. Let's whatever the hell scenario you want to use with there. But if you don't know who Spider-Man is by now, the new Spider-Man game obviously is there, and if you're not sure, then I'm not sure which rock you've been living under, but it's definitely time to come out of that rock and experience Spider-Man. Seriously, if I didn't already have this in my collection, this is a game that I would be grabbing for sure. The next game, by the way, is, if you haven't played this, you should probably play this. It's The Last of Us, and I cannot recommend this game more. It is a post-apocalyptic game about, not exactly zombies, but, basically zombies. Let's be honest about it, they're basically zombies. We all associate now these kind of things with zombies. That's essentially what it is. Okay, it's been a long time since I have played this game, but I will tell you right now, the story is riveting. You want to play it, you want to go through it. Its success essentially made everyone wait for, with serious anticipation, I might add, the sequel, which was only released recently. So if you want to catch up before you do play that game, if you're planning on playing that game, I know that a lot of people may be boycotting it, may not be, but if you do want to play that one, then definitely grab the first one. If you don't want to play that one, this one is still an awesome game to try out and play. I enjoyed it. It was like one of my friends who doesn't really play games loved this game, said it was like playing a movie. That was how good it was. Definitely try it out while it's on sale. Now look, the next game, honestly, I would not be a Star Wars fan if I did not mention one of the greatest things that Star Wars has given us in the last 5 years, okay? And that is Jedi Fallen Order. This game was so much fun that I honestly, I tried to make this Let's Play sort of video series out of this. I'm horrible at that game, but I definitely had a heck of a lot of fun playing that one, so I would recommend that you pick it up and play it, especially if you're a Star Wars fan, you haven't played this already, and you just need a reason to get it because it's cheap. Now is the time, right? If I didn't have a whole host of other games that I needed or wanted to finish while playing this game, by the way, this is the game I would still be playing right now. There is so much to do, so much exploration, so much fun. You know what, it's also worth mentioning, by the way, if you're, a fan and you don't know where this is set in the universe. I'm sure that you know about it, but who cares? If you are a fan and you're not sure, this is set between Episode 3, that is Revenge of the Sith, by the way, not Return of the Jedi. I know a lot of people would consider Return the actual Episode 3, and Episode 3 is it's very confusing, but, it is the Episode 3 that is named Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and Episode 4, obviously, which is the very original Star Wars that launched the whole saga. But it's set basically during the time when anyone who's Force sensitive is really in hiding, because, Darth Vader just became Darth Vader because he was Anakin and he went to the Jedi Temple. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, okay? Honestly, a side note, by the way, Revenge of the Sith, if you have not seen that movie, that's probably my personal favorite of the Star Wars franchise. That's because it is the third movie that I saw. I didn't see 4, 5, and 6 first. So definitely, I recommend that movie. Can't recommend it enough. But seriously, this game is it's so incredible and so well scripted that I'm honestly hoping and waiting with anticipation, like for the last game, that they do release a sequel for this, because the way it ends, it does look like there could be a sequel in a few years or so. Even if it is with different characters, by the way, Respawn seems to know how to make a Star Wars game. I don't know, they just had that magic touch for this one, and they knew what to do. And this game hit the nail on the head. Was great, a great all-around game. Try it out if you want to. And look, there's one more game that I'm going to mention here, because I'm not going to go through all of the days of play sale that you can get all the games. If you want to, you can check that out. But these are the games that I would recommend 100% getting. And this last game that I want to talk about is another zombie game, let's be honest. But this one is, a little more recent. And to be fair, I think that this is really a steal at the price that it's going at. Days Gone, okay? That game, that's about, I already said this, but I'll say it again, okay? It's about zombies, and I just enjoy zombie games, zombie TV shows, zombie stuff, zombie this, zombie that. Resident Evil, great game, by the way, Resident Evil 2. But I'm sure a heck of a lot more people will enjoy this game now, especially knowing that it is cheaper for you to pick up, and it was only released last year, I believe, and that was full price. So now you're basically, I think it's 70% or 75% off. Either way, this is the number one game on this list today. Not that the list is numbered at all, by the way, but if it was, I would put this at the top of the list of games that you should grab right away. It is 75% off, by the way, here in Australia if you want to purchase it, and that is also where I purchased it in store. A physical copy was the same price, so think about that, by the way. I just recommended you think about the physical prices versus the digital prices, because sometimes it's the same, and personally for me, I prefer having the physical software in front of me. But it is 63% off if you are living in America, by the way. For everyone in the UK as well, it is 70% off. This is a great steal for this game. It's one of those games that I have been waiting to play for ages. I was really just waiting for the price to go down. This is the time. I purchased it straight away as soon as I saw that. It looks amazing, seems amazing. The gameplay, when you watch it, I've seen a heap of gameplay for this game. It really makes me want to just dive in and enjoy it. And as a fan of The Walking Dead, by the way, the series, not that game that was recently made, which is, can't even touch that one. I have a feeling that this is going to be a game that I'm going to love for ages to go. And it's just one of those things. But that is the list of games that I would think that you should definitely not miss out in the Days of Play sale that Sony has going right now. So seriously, after you watch this video and leave a comment down below, go to the PSN store, go to the digital store, the physical stores if you have to, if it's cheaper there for sure, 100%, or the same price, why not? Go there and get some of these games. Seriously, that is one of the things I would recommend to you right now. There are great deals. Go check it out. Otherwise, if you want to just completely listen to the rest of my video, have an awesome day. And if you found this content useful, honestly, please make sure that you leave a like and you subscribe. Let me know as well if this is the kind of video that you want to see more of. I'm thinking about doing this kind of video more often when there are good deals going out there that people should know about, because sometimes I feel like people do miss these sorts of things, and I really would like to be the kind of guy that people can go to find out what's going on. Otherwise, let me know down below if there is a game that I should have mentioned that you thought that I didn't mention that is happening right now that you think that everybody should know about. That's all from me. That's it. I'm done. Have a good day. Peace. I'm out. Bye.